flock cameras and how they relate to data centers. So, a flock camera is a license plate reader camera, okay? And so they mount these on poles with solar panels, and that's what it looks like: camera, pole, solar panel. So, what they do is they read license plates, and so they take pictures every microsecond of where they're pointed. So, they take license plate pictures and they log that into a database. The other physical thing on a flock camera is that it has a condor. This is another camera. It is nicknamed a condor. Another camera on the pole, and what that does is it takes pictures of your face. It has facial recognition software on it, but it is a facial tracking camera. Tracking camera. So the third thing that's on that pole is a microphone. And so every time it snaps a picture of these things, it snaps the audio too. And they can link the pictures together to make a type of video and audio stream. Now, that's not being perfected yet, but that's when you read the literature, that's the plan, is to make this stream. But regardless, it's not important. So those are the things that physically make up a flock camera. Okay, so the next thing that is the most important, insane shit about a flock cameras is their database. So they're pumping all this data into a national database. It's not just your local PD at a database at your sheriff's office or whatever. It's sending it to a national database, which is all over the United States. And that national database is housed in this government cloud of Amazon Web Services. I'm familiar with the GovCloud. The GovCloud is just a database that's in the government on Amazon Web Services, but they have a secure web service for the government called GovCloud, allegedly. And so this GovCloud is the really big problem. So the reason it's a big problem is because when a jurisdiction is in the software and they select in the software a checkbox to share their data. When they share their data, it automatically makes their data shared. And so what that means in the big scheme of things is that a municipality in California, if their data is shareable, their flock camera data, then they can query like a Virginia municipality with no probable cause, no reasonable suspicion, and no subpoena. They can query anyone in the United States, anywhere, by any agency that has access to it. And those cameras have tied all that data together. So they've tied your face to your license plate to your voice. So they can search on that. So if they have a bolo out for someone, which this would be the normal concept for it, but we know how humans are and it gets all kinds of perverted and ridiculous. But they would be able to say, hey, someone stole this car, here's the plates. They'd go search for the plates and then tell them where they are. And when they have the plates, they have your face and your audio too. And that'd be good for a stolen vehicle because they say, oh, it's this guy's vehicle. But the problem is when it doesn't stop at that, and there's all kinds of reports when you research it that people just go and search all kinds of things in these databases because they're not governed by any central authority. Okay, so that's the problem. The biggest problem is that these data centers are going to be, this government cloud is going to be integrated into Amazon Web Services AI databases. They're AI data centers. And so Amazon's and Google are like the #1 developers of data centers all over the United States. And so they've already approved like a $50 billion contract in 2026 to absorb all of the government cloud into the infrastructure of the AI data centers, which will allow them to utilize all of the tools of AI on the database. And it will just essentially become another data feed into AI, another data set into AI. So the flock camera information will be a data set out there, utilized to be consumed by AI, and provided probably as some type of offering in software as a service, as I've said before in videos. So this is the problem with the flock cameras, is they're going into the AI data centers, and they're going to build more of them. And remember, what it does is it takes pictures of your face, takes pictures of your license plate, and takes audio everywhere in the United States that anyone can search that has access anywhere.